Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of two idiots answering your questions about the expansive Star Trek universe. The views expressed in this podcast are exclusively our own, not influenced by the Borg or a Romulan thoughtmaker. Trekkie and a Half is not suitable for human children, but we assume Vulcans are fine. Grab your comm badge and tricorder, jump into Warp 6, and boldly go where no podcast has gone before. Thank you for listening. Live long and prosper.
Hey there, I'm Alex.
Hi, I'm TJ. Welcome back to Trekkie and a Half. It's been so long.
It has been so long. God, we're awful.
We are really bad. We did not mean for it to be this long. We did have a production that we were both a part of that took us off for a week, and we tried to record on Tuesday, but Audacity
nerfed us.
Cucked us. So we're back. We're ready to talk about Star Trek.
We're back and better than ever.
We're back and better
50
than
minutes
ever.
of our life lost.
Are you ready to spend 15 minutes with two total fucking nerds? I hope so.
I sure am. Actually, no, I'd like to go home now. I regret doing this podcast.
I sure hope you are. Because it's time, and today is a very, very special episode.
It is. I went home, I checked my email. Well, our email, our collective email, for a Twitter verification link. And I went into the spam folder to see if it was there. And what do I find but a real human question?
I do have to apologize because we were asked this question on March 2nd.
Yeah,
and we hadn't recorded
the downside
for
to
so long. And I felt so bad because it's our first real question. But we're going to get to that in a moment.
Yeah, that's a little special treat for later. Wink.
Wink.
Wink wonk.
Stop. In the meantime, today is March 23rd, so this is the airing date of the Star Trek episode Errand of Mercy. So that's pretty.
What happens in that episode?
In that episode?
Yeah.
Actually, do you want to know something cool? That's the first episode where the Klingons show up.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Good for them.
No, it's actually. That's the original series.
Despite their original janky design, we love them.
So that's the first time the Klingons show up is in Errand of Mercy, and it's when
good for them.
A war with the war, you know, they declare war, and then it's like, oh shit, the Klingons.
No.
Pretty
this
much.
Would be neither the first this would neither be the last time they declared war.
No, this whole show is just oh shit, Klingons. Oh shit. Romulans. Oh my god.
Oh shit, Cardassians.
Oh my god, Jem'Hadar. Like everything in space.
Oh shit, Klingons again.
Everything in space wants to kill us, but here we are.
Especially
Klingons. Especially Klingons. Everything wants to kill you, but nothing wants to kill you more than a Klingon.
So I think this is a pretty good topic on my part.
Okay.
I've been waiting for this all day. For those of you listening at home, I wrote it down in a note card so I wouldn't forget before I started playing video games.
That's actually so lame.
Listen, I need all my concentration for video games. As I was saying, Star Trek takes place in the future, right?
Yeah.
So, do you think YouTube is still around?
Fuck. I think it, demonetized itself to death at this point.
Okay, but let's say it is still around.
Alright. Let's say space YouTube is the thing. I really think at this point, instead of, Vine or Vine 2, it's, Vine 306.
Twitter just keeps getting rid of it.
We just, every time they're we're shutting it down, boys. They're like...
And then everyone revolts. Actually, Twitter 205 caused a violent revolt when they tried to repeal their Vine.
You just can't. You just can't get rid of Vine. They tried once. You think in the entire, like, as the human race continues, no one's gonna get rid of Vine forever. They're gonna
Here's
try.
the thing, though. That Vine with the dude vaping, and he turns around and he says, Adam. It's an actual Adam this time that he's talking
Oh, I
to.
thought you were gonna be like, and that's Spock now. And I was like, oh.
No, it could be Spock.
It wouldn't
Although
be Spock.
It would be Spock.
It would be
Bones is Adam.
It would be Jim, and he would be vaping, and then he'd turn around and be like, Spock, and then that would be the Vine, and that would be the Vine, and then they tried to shut down Vine for that.
Actually, Jim Kirk was responsible for the shutdown of Vine, 3001.
Jim Kirk is somehow always responsible for everything, like just low key. It's always him.
But back to space YouTube.
Oh yeah, space YouTube.
Okay, let's focus on the main original series for now.
Oh, okay.
The main original series
So are
characters.
you asking?
We'll get to the others.
Are you asking me like what kind of YouTube videos they would watch, or what?
No.
Oh,
What kind of YouTube videos would each of the main crew members make?
Aurora does like makeup beauty videos.
I was gonna say that
For
because she's
sure,
flawless.
she is a queen.
And with Nurse Chapel as her assistant.
They just do it, and Yeoman Rand.
And yeah, I was about to say Rand.
Well, I'm not just saying that. I'm not just saying that because they're women. I'm saying that
No,
because
I'm just saying that they're flawless.
Their looks every day.
Sometimes Spock joins in too.
Oh my god, no. Aurora totally also posts like those like self-defense videos.
Yeah! Oh my god, she's like in the gym like, and today we're gonna learn how to kill a man with your legs.
Here we go, girls. Do your squats. You're gonna need them. This is... You ever kill a man with your calves? I have. Hi, I'm
And it
Lieutenant
was
Aurora.
great.
And it felt good.
I have a really good one.
Do you? Do you really?
Bones is a Let's Player, but he only plays rage games.
That's actually so gross. Hi,
Yeah.
It's me, Leonard Horatio, back at it again. Today we're gonna be playing, Dark Souls 56. It isn't even a game anymore. It's just... You put it in and it yells at you, and then until you cry.
You put it in, and, like, you hold the controller, and the controller just continuously shocks you.
It's Cuphead 40. You don't even play anymore. You're just... Don't even bother.
He has himself hooked up to, like, a heart rate monitor or something.
You have to control it with your mind.
God.
That's the cool thing is... No, because the video games in the future, if you were a Let's Player, they'd be, like, in the holodeck, I feel like.
Oh shit, can you imagine Bones bringing like a vlogging camera into the holodeck and he's like, hey guys, today we're holodecking Dark Souls.
It would be the end of, like, Let's Play it would be over, and it would be like, let's holodeck right now. What program are we trying today? Pirates? Okay guys, here I am. It's your boy, Dr. McCoy, back at it again in the holodeck.
It's your boy, Mint Julep.
It's your boy, Mint Julep here. Be sure to like and subscribe. Unless you're Jim, then fuck you. See me for your
I know
physical,
you're watching
you animal.
Spock. I know you're watching Spock, don't pretend you don't.
Listen, there's always one dislike on his videos, and it's always Spock. It's always him.
What about Kirk?
What do you mean? What kind of...
What do you think he posts?
Okay, I'm pretty sure with, like...
I feel like he's jack of all trades.
Because what I'm thinking right now is, like, Jackass.
But in space.
But in space, and it's Star Trek, and Jim Kirk is in it. Really.
I like that a lot. And on the side, he has, like, a crafting channel or something.
Oh my god, he so would have a crafting channel. And this is a scarf I knitted.
Scotty has, his channel is kind of, has less videos than the others, but it's all, like, just videos about how to fix your starship.
No, I literally think you would have one of those channels where it's the guys that like weld stuff, and they're like, "All right, guys, welcome to my welding channel. Today we're gonna be attaching these two pipes." Except he would be like, "Today
we're gonna make this baby go into maximum overdrive."
You guys ever see Warp 100? You're going to. We're all gonna die.
And today and tomorrow, I'll be teaching you how to fix your microwave.
Yeah, literally. Like, oh my god. That would be... I feel like...
Chekhov and Sulu have a joint channel.
I don't even know. They would be so stereotypical, like...
They're the Dan and Phil of space YouTube.
I mean, I guess. I don't know if they just have like a vlog. First of all, don't say that on our podcast. Second of all, I just don't know if they'd have like a vlog because they seem like very like I don't know. They strike me as like Let's Players, but at the same time, that's Bones'
What if
gig.
they wait. What if they have a skit channel?
A skit channel?
Yeah.
I feel like Sulu is very into like theater, and I know that
And he does know how to
Chekhov
fence.
is a very dramatic boy,
Yeah, exactly.
a dramatic
And
Russian boy.
sometimes they post like romance guides.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
That's cute. I
Chekhov and
love them.
Sulu's Guide to Love.
I love
Um
Chekhov and Sulu. I feel like sometimes they're really underappreciated and it makes me
No, they're
upset.
literally like those two are my favorite
Because like
original series
if you watch
characters.
original series and you just focus on Chekhov for a little bit, he's hilarious.
He's wild. Like holy shit. He's so grumpy and sarcastic but also so pure and good at the same time.
Oh my god.
God damn it. Also, he just sassed like an actual Greek god, so that was pretty
Ooh,
sick.
good boy. Excellent. Like if in terms of Space Boys, Chekhov is definitely he's up there.
Alright, let's move on to the next generation.
Oh my god, are you really gonna make me do this?
Yeah. Jordy
Stop! He's a
is a Let's
he's a
Player.
gamer. Why are we still doing this bit?
Because I like
I
it.
don't want to do it anymore though.
Fine.
Picard reads poetry.
He has one of those Let's Read channels.
Yes, he does. He does children's stories and it's lame, and everyone hates it.
Riker is
Riker
Riker.
Riker lifts. Riker has a gains channel.
I was gonna see that, or like, does he have a family? Because he'd be a family vlogger.
No,
Damn
it
it.
gets pretty. There's a whole fucked up episode with that. It's pretty messed
My
up.
final addition onto this tangent before I end it:
Ooh, okay.
Garrick would be a fashion blogger,
Garrick would definitely be a fashion blogger.
but on the side, he teaches you how to kill a man, just like
No, I feel like
Uhura.
Elam Garrick from Deep Space Nine, in case you're wondering, his channel would be like fashion one video, and then the next video it's like if you're gonna break someone's neck, this is proper technique.
Here's how to intimidate a man until he gives you
Here's
all the
here's
information
how
you
to
want.
interrogate a man without even saying or doing anything, just staring into his eyes until he literally mentally breaks. Intense.
And in the next video, I'll be teaching you how to pair a shawl with a summer look.
No.
I just really like the idea of space YouTube.
I like how YouTubers talk, and I like thinking about characters talking like that.
No, it's really good. And like some of them have like, you know, like how on YouTube videos sometimes it just randomly zooms in.
Yes.
Like that's just a really good concept for me.
I wish that they would do that with Star Trek TV shows like Discovery, if they would just every time like a comedic zoom, if you will, every time. That would probably make me laugh until I peed myself.
Literally, it's honestly one of the best things.
Like every time Michael Burnham puts emphasis on words, it like zooms in and then zooms back.
Every time Kirk like has to say some dramatic one-liner in the face of danger, it just zooms in on his face.
Literally.
Like uncomfortably close. Oh Jesus
Oh my
Christ. I'm
God.
just imagining like some of the comments on this being like what are the conspiracy videos like?
Basically, all
And
you're saying though, this whole intro literally has just been like, you want more Star Trek crack videos on YouTube.
I do.
Is what
I
you're
do want
saying.
more of those. They're so good.
Like, I think that's what this is about.
I just want like a Star Trek series that's like doesn't have to do with space, doesn't have to well, it has to do with space
Yeah.
'cause they're in
Oh my
space.
God.
I mean, doesn't have to do with science or drama. It's all just like a big comedy thing, like I don't know, Portlandia or Always Sunny or something like that.
I know. I wish the Star Trek writers would do something funny instead of like, oh, it's space war and everything has to be angsty and bad. Like, yeah, but consider the possibilities of a Star Trek comedy.
Like I'm sick of going on Archive of Our Own to find the Star Trek comedy that I desire.
That's true.
Also, Before any of y'all get smart in the comments, I do not want to watch the one with the rando dude on a spaceship where it's like Star Trek but a comedy. I'm talking about
Oh, are
real
you
Star
talking
Trek
about
comedy.
Orville? The Orville?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, as a Star Trek fan, like watching that, I was like, I get it. I get it. Because it's such an untapped vein for people. Like Star Trek, but like only a comedy is such an untapped vein that like they would be idiots not to take advantage of it.
Exactly. And Star Trek writers are too cowardly.
But don't compare it to Star Trek in terms of story or characters. Don't. It's
Yeah, no, if I could just get like all the characters with all the comedy, like do 2 seasons of serious Star Trek and then go into a comedy.
No, because think about it. If like do 2 awful seasons and see if you get canceled, and then if you don't, just make your like, or if you find out you're gonna get canceled, just make your last season like just
buck wild.
there's nothing makes sense. There's a laugh track for some reason. Weird.
I would. Oh my god! I think I would lose my whole shit if there was a laugh track in a Star Trek show.
I would bust a comedy nut if there was.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't phrase it like that.
If I watched Star Trek and like Spock walked on and there were like cheers and he just like looked at the camera and he was like fascinating, and then it was like I would lose my mind.
Oh my god! Can you imagine?
That'd be so funny.
It, like Khan shows up and there's just a chorus of like canned booing.
Oh my god.
God, I hate this stupid show.
Star Trek
Garbage.
or our podcast?
Everything. I hate every show put on this
You
earth.
better not hate Star Trek or I'm gonna kick you off.
No, please. This is all I have.
I have nothing but unconditional love.
But you can admit that sometimes
I have criticisms for sure.
The writers are garbage. The show isn't garbage, just the writers sometimes.
Sometimes they make bad decisions.
Awful decisions.
As we say in the musician gig, there are no wrong notes, just better choices. And sometimes they could have made some better choices.
I don't think there's a specific phrase like that in the art world. I think it's just
No,
you fucked up.
Bob Ross already said it. It's there are no mistakes, just happy accidents.
Oh shit, you're right. I'm an idiot.
Bob Ross said that. And he's an artist, so...
Can you imagine Space Bob Ross?
Are you talking about Jim Kirk right now?
Jim Kirk does not have the level of calmness needed to be Space Bob Ross. No offense.
I'm trying to think of like a character that is just so chill.
No character. He's just Bob Ross, but an alien.
No, I'm just saying like character.
Worf?
What?
Worf could be.
Worf could not be Space Bob Ross. Worf literally likes to punch things and listen to Klingon opera. He isn't in no way like Bob Ross.
I don't know. There's no calm people like Bob Ross.
Worf isn't calm, like at all.
He's kind of level-headed.
Oh my god. I can't believe you just said Worf would be Space Bob Ross. I hate you.
Alright, then who would be Space Bob Ross in your head?
I don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't think anybody could be Bob Ross, but that's okay.
Because no one has the level of...
Everyone's always freaking out all the time in Star Trek, so I wouldn't...
They go into the holodeck to hang out with Bob Ross when they're all stressed.
Ugh.
Can I get a question?
I was hoping you would ask me that. All right.
Were you really?
Alex, do you hear that?
Oh shit, what's that?
Alex!
What?
We're on red alert. Do you know why?
No, it's cuz I don't know, maybe I unplugged something I shouldn't have to charge my phone.
No, that also, and we have
shit.
our first...
The airlock.
We have our yeah, that also. But we have our first real question from a real person.
Oh shit.
And we mentioned
Who's
that
it from?
earlier. It's from...
Actually, wait, don't tell me yet. Tell them where they can contact us first.
If you want to make us go into red alert, if you want to kill us in the vast void of space...
Yeah, our airlock is at 10% security
our
right now.
shields are down to 10%. You can email us at trekkie1/2@yahoo.com, Or we just made a Twitter, like we have a new Twitter, Trekkie and a half. I'm assuming Alex, you're in charge of that.
Yes, it's at Trekkie and a half. No caps, no spaces, no special anything. Just at Trekkie and a half at Twitter.
So if you want to ask us a question, you can, if you want to like leave a comment or on YouTube or something. Sometimes it takes us a while to post the episodes to YouTube because of a video situation. But if you want to email us at trekkinghalf@yahoo.com, trekkinghalf at Twitter, DM us or just comment or whatever, we'll try to get back to you because it's kind of a big deal. It really makes us feel good about the show.
And
It's good to get know that
greatest
people are out there.
apologies, biggest apologies to this emailer because it was sent on the March 2nd, but it was in our spam folder.
It was in our spam folder, so I didn't think to, well, none of us saw to check. So we did get
Yeah,
this
because
at
like we didn't
March
expect like
2nd.
an actual email to be sent to like the spam folder. Like, what's up with that, Yahoo?
Are you ready for this question, Alex?
I am.
It's-
Tell me, who is it from?
It's sent from our new best friend,
Our new co-pilot
uh,
or co-captain, whatever, CMO. I don't know.
Christiana Hirsch,
Hey, Christiane.
and at hotmail.com.
Hotmail.
Yeah.
No wonder it got sent to spam. No offense, Christiana, but you should probably get a Yahoo.
Alex, don't be judgmental. This is our new best friend.
I'm sorry.
And the question reads, would Spock make a good captain? I think he would potentially be better than any of the others. He is first officer, so in the event that anything happens to Kirk, he does become captain.
If he is incapacitated in any way, which happens often.
So clearly, like, he has the skills. Like, he was
does.
chosen as first officer. But
Yeah,
so would
does,
he make?
He's really smart.
Yeah, but okay, is logic and intelligence the most important
Greater than
qualities
emotional.
for a good captain? Like, what other?
That's why I think he is. I think he's better as a first officer because he like advises the captain on this stuff on the logical standpoint, but sometimes it is better to go down the emotional route if you can save people, I guess.
Like, I think he
Right?
definitely does have the potential to be like a really good captain.
Oh
Obviously,
yeah, no, definitely.
he's incredibly smart. He's incredibly like strategically good. He's sound. He is physically stronger than a human. He has survived crazy stuff. Like, clearly, he's pretty durable.
Yeah.
As a captain, I think. I mean, I'm definitely not saying he would be a bad captain. It's just something that definitely we have to take into account when we answer this is the logic, the half Vulcan side of him that he prefers.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think that's a big factor in it. And also, like, I don't know, every captain, at least to my knowledge, in a Star Trek series, has had that level of emotion, like, over logic. You know what I
Well,
mean?
that's true, but just because, well, yeah, I see what you're saying. Pretty much the only captain I would say who like, well, you can, but also I would say if you were arguing on the opposite side, you could bring to light like Cisco and Janeway, who did some really shady stuff
Oh, yeah, no,
for
definitely.
the good of
They
the
were.
crew and the ship and everything.
Yeah, that's true.
So, like,
I don't know. I feel like Spock would be a good captain, just not, but, like, on, I don't know, a different ship,
but I
like a
mean,
different
com-
mission.
compare him to any of the captains we've had so far. Like, take your pick, any of the captains, and like put him in a situation and see like would he outperform them? Like, and what, like, it depends how you rate how good a captain is. Is it amount of
And
lives
this circles
lost?
back to one of our
Amount of
past episodes.
amount of lives saved? Amount of, like, is it efficiency?
I think
Because Spock is, pretty good.
Spock's pretty efficient.
He is. No, that's the thing. A ship under Spock as a captain would be incredibly efficient because he knows, like, and I feel like that's something, like, sometimes you can argue that a captain is hindered by human emotions. And that's why, like, when you talk about Cisco and Janeway, part of the reason compared to Picard and Kirk that they're so out there is that sometimes they do things that wouldn't be considered morally righteous. So I think that, like, yeah, that's definitely, like, how much does having, like, an emotional or sort of, like, because Spock's ethical, He's not unethical. He understands right and wrong. But how much of a factor is that like lack of emotion going to like play? And not that he doesn't feel emotion, but the Vulcans express emotion differently.
Yeah.
So how would that come into play with him as a captain?
See, personally, here's the thing. I think Spock would make a fantastic captain, but at the same time, I don't think he wants to be a captain.
Oof. Okay, explain.
Because with his like level of skill as a first officer and like years and years on the Enterprise, like I think he could get easily transferred to another ship to like be his own captain
No,
after a
but here's the
while.
thing. I think he genuinely, well, obviously he genuinely cares about the people on the Enterprise. There is no question about that. Like when in the reboot, when Kirk dies, you can definitely see that. Like, oh,
Kirk dies in the reboot?
spoilers! Ooh, Alex, we gotta watch the reboot. I did forgot that you hadn't watched that. So when Kirk dies in the reboot, in the Into Darkness, I believe. You can definitely see like Spock is absolutely torn up by this. So like, yeah, I feel like he deeply cares about the crew of the Enterprise, and that's good. I feel like if you moved him to another ship, they tried like you can do that, but I feel like if he was to become captain, I feel like the Enterprise would be a good ship for him. Plus, like, I feel like some people would be skeeved out if they moved him to another ship, especially because a lot of the starships are, like, human. Like, a lot of the people, a lot of the crew
Yeah,
are
exactly.
humans, and he's half Vulcan. And that already, like, I know that when Bones calls him, like,
He means that endearingly.
pointy-eared hobgoblin, he means that endearingly, but how many people do you think would call him that unendearingly? Because they
Yeah,
don't really
no.
know him.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of opportunity for bad things to happen if he was transferred to another ship, is the
I
thing.
think he would be for the Enterprise. If anything happened to Kirk, I do think he would be a good. So I think when this question asks, would Spock make a good captain? I think definitely yes. Would
Yeah, but I don't think
oh
he wants to.
why?
I don't know. It it feels like he could very well be a captain. Like he could contact command or whatever and get himself a captainship real fine. But I do pose the idea.
Okay.
Alternate universe, First Officer Kirk and Captain Spock.
I mean, I like that. I don't know. It's so, for some reason my brain refuses to picture Spock as a captain, and I
Yeah, no, I think it's because he's
don't
just
know
really been cemented as a first
what to
officer.
do about that. Another thing is like,
I don't think he'd make a better captain than
yeah,
anyone
no,
else
that's
just
what I'm
because
saying.
everyone.
What about the second part of this question? That's like, I think he would potentially be better than any of the others. So, like,
Yeah,
looking
I
at
don't
the
think he
other
could
captains
potentially
we've
be
had,
better because every captain is different, is the thing. And it's hard to measure who is a better captain. Because what makes a good captain? Is it how many crew members he keeps alive? Is it how efficient he is? Like, or she, how efficient they are? But I don't know. It's hard to decide that. I think he'd be a good
like,
captain, but I don't think he'd be
I
better.
think if you got a group of like Star Trek fans
Everyone would have a different
into a
favorite captain.
room, you could not get them to all agree on a best captain. So I
Exactly, because
think,
everyone has their favorites and everyone has like different facts to
well,
it.
yeah, it's
So
really controversial, and it really depends like what you think a good captain would be. But I definitely think in terms of like he's hardworking. He's definitely dedicated. I mean, like, look at where he's come from. Look at what he's been through. He has the experience. He has the intellect. Um,
he has everything for makings of a good
he has a
captain.
lot
So
of
yeah,
qualities
I
of a good
think he'd be
captain.
a good
I do
captain.
feel like his philosophy. Um,
It's very good.
no, I feel like his philosophy would sort of distance him from his human crewmates or
Yeah, I
the
think it'd be hard to bond, especially
crew
because
members.
I don't know. Sorry. Uh, I feel like a bunch of the human crew members, there'd be assholes within them that would be weirded out by having a half Vulcan
Well,
captain.
I just think it would be weird because like one thing that definitely stands out about like Kirk to me is the camaraderie between him and the people serving under him.
Yeah, and Spock wouldn't be able to make that social connection sometimes just because of his philosophy.
Like, he manages to become close to, like, Kirk and Bones, but a
But
lot of
that's because
that.
they push.
Yeah, a lot of that is just due to, like, exposure and that they, are just like,
Been working together for
yeah, and
years.
they. It's important.
I don't know. At this point in his career, I don't think he should be taken away from like
Well,
his
I think they're
crewmates. I
talking
feel like it'd
about
be
not, like, like, just saying, let's just say he's not being transferred, or it's not the Enterprise or whatever. Let's just say, like, would he
like
hypothetically?
fresh out of school Spock.
Yes.
Yeah, I think he'd make a good captain. But I think he's perfect where he is at the same time. That's my final answer.
That's your final answer?
Yeah. I think he'd make a really good captain, but certainly not better than others, because who knows what makes a good
He
captain.
would be better than Picard.
You know what? You're right.
He would be
on that.
better than Archer.
Spock, who's Archer?
Enterprise.
Oh, Spock would be better than Archer and Picard, and that is it. Everyone else he's equal to.
I'm allowed to say that because I'm a fan and I love them all, so I'm allowed to pick on them.
Alright, what's that next good question you got for
That
me?
next good question, dude.
The next good question from Yahoo.
All right.
From Yoo-hoo.
Oh, from Yahoo. That's right. We are answering Yahoo questions whenever we had one real question, and now we're back to Yahoo questions.
Oh my god, thank you so much for that question. It really made like our entire
If
nights
you
when I saw it.
want,
It made a smile go across my face.
if you want to
my
hear
face.
more of that, of
If you
real
want to excite
questions,
us,
I think you can
if you
realize
really want to make me smile.
this podcast has been really jokey, but then, like, as soon as we got a real question, we got down to brass tacks. I don't know if you noticed that.
What the fuck is brass tacks?
Dude, when the grind,
The what?
brass tacks, pedal to the metal.
I don't think I like that.
Oh my
Anyway,
God,
continue.
I'm actually upset. Alright, so we're back to Yahoo
you-
questions, which means no more being serious. Now we're gonna be silly. Because we need more real questions. So once again,
That's just how we roll.
Trekkie1/2 at yahoo.com, Trekkie1/2 on Twitter. Hit us up. And then
Or in the comments.
yeah, and we'll get really excited about it. So this is our next Yahoo question.
I don't like how your voice sounds right now.
It is from, I feel like C-3PO. It is from Guitar Boy 365.
Hey, I thought you said no mentioning that series.
Yeah, we're not allowed to say the title.
So we're allowed to say the characters.
We're allowed to reference it if it so fits our needs. But we can't just talk about it all willy-nilly. I will kick you off. I will
like
delete your
hypocrisy.
audio, by the way.
No, please.
So, Guitar Boy 356.
Guitar Boy.
I messed that up. Guitar Boy 356 asks. I would like to point out that this is under the category Science and Mathematics and Other
Oh, no.
Science.
Other science?
Well, it's like, other category science. Alright. Sex, time travel,
Oh no.
and
Oh, no.
masturbation. Star
Oh,
Trek
no.
spoilers.
What?
All right.
Star Trek spoilers for what?
If someone were to go back in time, run into
Uh-huh.
themselves, and have sex with their
Yeah.
past self, would that be considered masturbation? Example, in the new rendition of Star Trek, Spock meets future Spock. If they were to get down and dirty in an Enterprise bathroom stall, closet, or transporter, would
I'm gonna kill
Would
myself.
Spock be masturbating? A simple yes or no is not sufficient. Please explain your answers.
Alright.
How do you feel?
No.
Oh, okay. All right, go on.
It's not masturbation.
Okay.
Because masturbation implies you and only you as one person, not you as in two people, are jacking it by yourself.
No, see.
You're with another person, even if that person is yourself. So ergo, it'd be sex. If anything, it'd be more like incest.
I think it's masturbation.
It's not masturbation, but go off, I guess.
No, it is masturbation.
Why?
It's yourself. You're literally jacking off yourself.
Yeah, but there's two living beings.
Hey, do you want to hear what masturbation, the definition is?
Yeah.
Do you
Hit
want
me
to
up with that definition.
Stimulation of the genitals with the hand for sexual pleasure. So, therefore,
So, ergo,
if you gave yourself a handy in a enterprise bathroom stall, it's masturbation. It's masturbation. It just
no.
is. It
No,
just is.
it's not. No, it's not.
That's you.
It's not because masturbation. I'm saying this really loud. It's with one person. One singular being. One living life form. There is two people, even if they are the same.
No, think about it. If Spock meets future Spock,
if you clone yourself and you're an exact copy, is it still masturbation? No, because it's a clone.
Is. It's still you.
No,
it's still you.
You have
yourself.
two separate heartbeats. You have two separate ding dongs. Ergo, it's not.
No, it's the same ding dong.
You can fight me on this all day. Yeah, but it's two of them. There's two.
It's the same one though. It's the same. It's literally the same one. If you go back in time, if you're in Star Trek and you go back in time,
but
to you, it's your Beepus. It's your own Beepus.
Yeah, but your Beepus skin has changed. It's not the same anymore.
If you meet yourself from the future, that's still your Beepus.
No, I'm gonna say no to this. I don't care how you try to convince me. There is two living beings here.
God.
Two heartbeats. Four legs. Two if you only got one leg. Still.
Dude, that's your own. You are beating your own meat. And that's all there is to it. It's still you.
Brains. Two brains, TJ. You can't.
Yes, Alex, there are two brains, but it's both your brain. It's both you.
You're not having the same thoughts at the same time, though.
Yeah, but it's still you.
You're separate people.
It's still you and your body.
It doesn't matter.
Oh my god. I can't.
It's not.
I thought you were a man of culture as well.
I thought you were a man of culture.
But I guess I'm
staying by this.
Do you want a different question because you're being a brat?
No, I'm not being a brat. You're being
a brat.
My mic audio turned all the way down because of how loud I was yelling.
You're being a Denebrian slime devil, and I wish you would stop.
What?
You know.
I don't know what that means, TJ. But I'm sticking by that. Till the day I die. Hey, TJ, would you diddle yourself?
Slime devil.
Would you diddle yourself?
If I was in Star Trek and I went back in time and I met myself, I would not diddle myself.
Why?
Because I'm a go.
What?
I could do better than me. I'm a go. Are you kidding me, Alex? If I go back in time, and I'm in Star Trek and I go back in time, you think I'm gonna diddle myself and there are all those aliens around?
You know what? You're right. You gotta be a really sad person on Star Trek if that's, like, your only option.
If you go back in time in Star Trek and you see yourself and you're like, oh man, I'm gonna diddle that.
If anyone has those thoughts...
Like, that's what I mean.
You should probably see a Star Trek psychiatrist.
They use Spock as an example, so you think Spock sees his older self and he's like, alright.
Ew.
Nice.
No, especially if it's like, I mean, no offense to old Spock from the reboot, but like, I don't think young Spock would tap that. He sees him as like his father figure.
Do you think old Spock saw young Spock and was like, nice, I used to be such a twank?
I mean, yeah, but not in a, I want to diddle you sense. More of, I looked really good.
It's a mutual diddling.
Ew.
What do you mean?
Ew. Yeah, no, I wouldn't be caught dead with past me. I will actually kill past me if ran into.
I would donkey punch past me in the face. Alex, I have another question.
Do you even know what that means?
Yes! Let me read this question, please.
Ew, no.
Moving on to this.
I can't believe Guitar Boy brought out this side of you. I don't want to know this side of you, TJ.
Guitar Boy was only asking the question other people have been too afraid to ask.
I hate Guitar Boy, and I hate you.
We were all thinking, and we ruined him.
I hate both of you, actually.
Why?
Fine, give me this question,
This new
please.
question, because
Please.
you didn't like this one.
I liked it. It's just that we disagreed.
All right, I guess. Okay. This Yahoo question is asked. Sorry, something has gone wrong. Ah!
Asked by
Spock's old self giving his young self a hand job.
Old Spock 69 asks,
This is a Yahoo question because we only had one real question. If you want that to change, hit us up. All right.
you know where to
You
find
know where to find
us.
us. I said it like 5 times. Hey thinks our children need to watch more Star Trek? Question mark. There's like a space and then a question mark.
Excuse me?
Hey thinks our children. Hey thinks
Hey is in
EY.
H-E-Y?
Hey thinks our children need to watch more Star Trek. 10,
Who's Hey?
10 reasons. Number 1. Sex, violence, and drugs are rare, but are discussed appropriately when they are. 2. It will encourage our children to be super nerds who are smart and nonviolent. 3. Has good role models for women in it, Janeway. 4. People handle situations maturely, in unlike other shows. In the Next Generation episode Galaxy's Child, Geordi discovers the woman spelled Geordi so wrong. Geordi discovers the woman he loves is married, and no one has an affair, they become friends. 5. Has some much needed optimism about the future and humanity's ability to be good. And that's it.
I thought they said 10
They
reasons.
did say 10 reasons. And then
Jesus.
only gave 5. I love Yahoo
mean-
answers.
I do think Star Trek is a good show for the whole family. I think it can be enjoyed by any
Would
age.
you let your children watch Star Trek?
Yeah.
Like young children?
I mean, how young we talking?
Young. Like 12. Like, no, like...
12?
No, like...
Hell yeah.
No, 10.
Hell yeah, dude.
Like 5.
Maybe not, just because it can be kind of scary sometimes.
I would definitely let, like, young children, watch
Watch the original series.
the original series.
And the animated series. Definitely the animated series.
But when I was very young, I watched that episode. The title eludes me right now because I'm just like chilling right now recording this with you. So I don't remember the exact title, but there was an episode of The Next Generation where they turned into a bunch of creepy like Geordi. I remember this LaForge graphically turned into like a creepy monster alien thing. And I was very young, and I had to leave because I was very, very upset. So, like, I think the original series is okay for kids of any age. I know that sometimes things, like, Kirk's, like, making out with someone, whatever, like...
Okay, here's my solution. Ages 0 to about 6 animated series.
Oh.
6 to 10 original series. 10 to whenever the rest of them.
No. I think you have to at least be, like, 13 to watch the original series.
Really?
I would literally let, like, a 10-year-old watch Deep Space Nine, but I wouldn't let them watch the original series.
Why not?
The original series is fucked up, dude. Like, it's more fucked up than Deep Space Nine, and I don't know, arguably, because, like, you can definitely tell that Star Trek Voyager is trying to, like, win the most fucked up award, because that show is also weird as hell. And, like...
Voyager, I would never allow my kids to watch. They have to be 21 to watch that.
you wouldn't let them watch Voyager?
You just said it was the most fucked up.
No. Next Generation is the most fucked up. I'm saying...
Why'd you say Voyager?
Because Voyager is trying to win the award. I said trying. They're not succeeding.
Oh.
Both of those shows are over. But, like, I would let my children watch Enterprise, but I'd be like, I'm warning you, it's pretty boring. And then, like I would literally let an infant watch Enterprise, because I'd be like, meh. But, no, the original series, I don't know. I would not let my kids watch that.
I'd let them watch that. I mean, like, yeah, it has its moments where it's a little fucked up, but, like, I don't know. It's wholesome
Okay,
most of
I
the time.
have to control what episode they watch, I guess. If it's the original series. Because they do make a good point, like, reason 4. And then, like, in Next Generation episode Galaxy's Child, like, LaForge, you know. That's true. Like, that is a good life lesson to instill on your children. But I'm saying, like, there's a fine, like, line between that episode and the fucking episode where everything blows up and everyone's screaming and everything is going wrong and it's all bad and everything's awful. Like, I just feel like, because there are a lot of episodes, like, there are episodes of Deep Space Nine, of course, that are just that are fucked.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't act like Deep Space Nine is any better.
But like, I don't know. I feel like you can let your young children watch Star Trek, but like it's different if you put on like Trouble with Tribbles. Like that's
Oh yeah, that's
totally
fun for
fine
all
for
ages.
literally any age kid. But if you're going to put on something like first
Or Trials and Tribulations.
yes, but if you're going to put on like a Next Generation episode, just be conscious of what episode you're letting them watch because people are if our kids watch I feel like if our kids watch more Star Trek we it would be good for them. I really do. I feel like it has a
And
lot
I
of good
think it would get more
lessons.
kids interested in like science and stuff and other like
I
things.
literally when I was briefly considering a career in astronomy,
It was because of
it
Star
was
Trek.
literally just because of Star Trek. So, I don't know. I definitely think more kids
No,
should watch
it
it.
yeah,
Like I
definitely.
would sit my if I had a young child, I would sit them down and let them watch it with me. I'm not saying force them to watch it because that's bad.
You're gonna watch this and you're gonna like it.
But that's true, like the whole like sex, violence, and drugs thing, like it's rare, but they're discussed appropriately when they are.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, even if like messed up things do happen, I think it's a show meant for mostly all ages. Because it's like sci-fi fun some of the
Like
time, and
sometimes there's like sex, they're right, like it mentions like
but it's handled very well,
like I
I
get that
think.
there are some graphic moments, it's whatever. But like, I don't know. I feel like if you're gonna let your kids watch, you might as well let it be Star Trek. Also, like you said, like even if you want your children to be Trekkies and you just sit them down with like the animated series,
They'll love it.
because the
I
animated
love it.
series is like the least offensive thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
I just enjoy it. Like they're just I don't know, it's funny.
I'm like legally an adult and I still watch the animated series when I'm sad.
It's just a good all-around depression
If
show.
you especially if you're a Trekkie, I feel like. But like
Yeah.
here's a fun game. Just like invite your non-Trekkie friends over to your house and just put on the animated series and don't explain
I
anything.
I guarantee they'll still love it cuz even if you don't like Star Trek, it's just like a goofy night like animated series from like the 60s,
It's
70s.
literally just like if Scooby-Doo from
Was in
was in
space.
space. It's so good.
Do you think there's a Star Trek Scooby-Doo crossover?
No.
Because there should
No.
be. I think that'd be really
How
funny.
would that even work? It was
Scooby-Doo
the
ends up in
Klingons
a
the whole
time.
time.
Well, yeah, but no, Scooby-Doo and the gang end up in a time machine and are sent to the future, where they are accidentally on board the USS Enterprise, and they have to solve a space mystery.
A space mystery.
Yeah,
Oh my,
I mean they solved space mystery before.
there is one episode of Deep Space Nine that's a murder mystery. That's wacky. Don't let your kids watch that one. Actually, do let them watch that one.
I don't like how you said that.
Actually, that's probably good for them. I don't know, because here's the thing. I feel like a lot of the time we underestimate what kids can handle and what they can't, and I feel like different kids like can handle different stuff.
Yeah, so get to know your kid
Yeah,
first,
please
you know.
talk to your fucking kid. Like,
And if not, if you really just don't want to talk to your kid, just let them watch the animated
just put
series till
on
they're
Star
like
Trek and
10.
leave the room and let Star Trek teach your kid the lessons.
Yeah, I mean they'll figure out what episodes scar them.
Just be like, here you go, fucker, and then just leave it.
Kids are
Captain
tough.
Kirk
I
is your
mean,
dad now. I
because
quit.
your real dad left.
Oh my god.
Jesus, this got dark.
That's messed up.
No, because like, I mean, you'd think the series that will not be named, just to go off onto a personal tangent. I mean, I watched that shit when I was in kindergarten, and I had nightmares for a week because of the Yeti scene with Luke. So like, who's to say Star Trek won't give your kids
Oh
nightmares? But
no.
that's okay. I turned out fine.
Star Trek will give your kids nightmares, and I know because I was a kid and I had nightmares. So
I
it's
mean, I turned out fine, and I was scarred for life by a sci-fi series.
sometimes I mean that's true. Like if your kids are going to be traumatized,
At least let it be a sci-fi series.
Why not let it be Star Trek? I mean, think about it.
Because, like, they're gonna be like, that can't happen to me. This is future times.
Oh no, kid. It's gonna happen. You just gotta wait a little bit.
God. Awful. Bad. Awful. You're the
parenting
worst
advice.
tonight.
That's our new podcast. It's only parenting now. Get out of here.
We don't have kids.
That's true.
But we know more than you.
I know about Star Trek, so I'll just use that.
Raise your child like a Klingon. They will be strong.
They will succeed where you failed.
Only honor will little Timmy know. Teach little Timmy the importance of winning battles and the glorious feeling of blood.
No, because you can always talk about, like, humans raised by Klingons. Yeah, okay. Wait, no! About Vulcans raised by humans. That's fine.
You mean Klingons raised by humans?
No. Human raised by Klingons.
Can you imagine, like a group of Klingons show up and they're like, "Hello, we are the Klingons. We're here to do Klingon shit." And then all of a sudden, like,
I don't like that you just sounded exactly like General Martok. Don't appreciate that at all. But go on.
Who's that?
What?
Who's that?
General Martok is a Klingon in Deep Space Nine. He's a Klingon general.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
He
dude.
sounds exactly like that, actually.
And then they part, and there's just this this 7-year-old kid in like full Klingon armor that's like, "You will know fear."
That'd be so cute. He can't even like hold the batleth, like it's too heavy. He just like has it.
Yes, son, hold the batleth that way. Then you can slit your enemies' throats.
It's just so cute. Oh my god. Yeah.
Yes, Papa!
You can raise your kid like a Vulcan and then they'll be emotionally stunted forever. That's fun.
Can you imagine?
Just don't hug your kid. It'll be fine.
3 humans meet up. One of them is raised by Klingons, one of them is raised by Cardassians, and one of them is raised by Vulcans.
What about Romulans?
Well, Romulans are pretty fighty too.
Romulanses! What?
I have an impediment.
Romulanses. Ew.
Anyway,
Romulans
they fight to
holding
the
a
death.
rod. Precious.
Ew.
Romulans holding the thought maker. Precious.
Ew.
Romulans loves the thought maker.
Alright, I think that's a good place to end it off now that I've made a complete buffoon of myself. Shut the fuck up.
Romulans is...
Shut up.
Romulans hates the humans is.
Shut up. Papa, will you have me kill the Romulanses? Yes, Timmy.
Ew.
That's what you get. You get my bad Klingon voice now because you made fun of me.
It was fun. It was like, no, it was good, and that was just awful.
That's what you get for making fun of me.
Oh my god.
Ugh. Well, we'll see you all next time. Also, a quick heads up, we will switch our recording to once a week, usually on Tuesday, and if not, on Friday, like we got nerfed last time. So, no more bi-weekly, because life happens.
That's true.
So,
That'll do it for us.
Beam us up,
Scotty!
No, not Scotty. I was
Scotty?
trying to think of a different name. No,
Beam us up, Timmy!
Beam us up, little Timmy! Yes, Papa! We're little Timmy's parents now.
Oh my god.
Bye, everybody!
Goodbye!
Hey there, thanks for listening.
If you enjoyed this podcast, you can subscribe to us on YouTube or look us up on SoundCloud. Just search Trekkie and a Half.
Or email us at trekkingahalf@yahoo.com to send us your questions.
We hope you enjoyed it. We sure hope we boldly went.
Bye!
See you next time.